Hi everybody, it is Beth Demon here for the weekly San Diego Brewers Guild happy hour at home. We do this every Wednesday from 3 to around 4 p.m. or so. We're just going to check in with a couple San Diego craft beer people. We've got a food person here this week, but as always, we're keeping it local, keeping it independent. And yes, today I am repping the Mujeres Brew House, which we've had Carmen and Estella on before, and I know we've talked about them opening up in Barrio Logan pretty soon one of these days. So anyway, I just got my tank top in the mail, and I'm very excited about that. So I wanted to make sure that I repped my girls in Barrio and keep that on the forefront of everybody's minds, because crazily enough, during this pandemic, places are opening, and I love to see it. We actually have a brand new spot up in Oceanside, Craft Coast and Tacos. So we're going to be checking in with them. They're going to be one of our guests later today. The other guests, as always, we love and adore them so much. We're going to be checking in with the Oceanside folks, Northern Pine Brewing. Then we're going to hop over to New English down in Sorrento Valley with their completely epic new patio. Then we're going to talk to the Craft Coast folks and then wrap it up with something a little outside the box, Miho Catering. So, they've been a friend to San Diego Beer for a long time, keeping things super local and sustainable. And they are doing a virtual beer dinner series coming up. So we are going to be checking out what they've got planned. But before much further ado, also, I love all of the people checking in, waving. It's so great to see everybody. Let me see if I can get my phone set up so that I don't drop it while I open a beer. Maybe not. I was running a little bit late today. I don't normally have my super good setup. So, all right. You're just going to have to deal with that angle for a minute while I get my beer ready. I actually had a lot of local beer choices this week. I've got buku options right now. So I was kind of debating what I was going to open today. I almost went with one of Belching Beaver's new hard seltzers because I got a package in the mail the other day with a bunch of them, and they're actually crazy good. Or their Deftones double dry hopped IPA, which also is crazy good. But I decided to go with a classic for today. AleSmith is celebrating their 25th anniversary this month, which is kind of bananas. Happy anniversary, AleSmith. But I actually picked this up at Costco, which is extremely convenient, and it's also kind of it's still pretty fresh. It wasn't canned yesterday, but it was canned less than a month ago. So I was friggin' sweet. I'm pretty psyched on it. So let's see if it holds up. I'm feeling like it probably will. Yeah, AleSmith knows what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know how to do a pale ale. $3.94 is a classic. There's really not much to say about it other than it's really freaking good. So if you haven't had it, which would be kind of weird, you probably should. But that's okay. So anyway, I don't know how people drink without koozies. I'm trying to keep it as cold as possible. So I'm gonna hide the can in my koozie, and that's just gonna be what's happening. So as always, before we bring on our guests, I always have a couple pieces of news just to keep everybody up to date with what is happening. So I have been seeing a little bit of a slowdown in job opportunities just listed around San Diego Beer, but it does look like Helia in Vista, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Vista, but super North County. Helia is looking for a brewer. So if you are an out-of-work brewer or a brewer who is looking to make a change, check them out. I am pretty into their vibe, and they're a super nice crew of people. They put together, excuse me, oh my god, they put together a West Coast IPA that I had a couple months back that was extraordinarily solid. So anyway, check them out if you're looking for a job. Big news in the big craft beer world. Stone just hired a new CEO, so love them or hate them, Stone might be shaking some stuff up when she comes on board in the next, I think, 2 weeks. So we're hoping to get her on here once she gets things going over at Stone. But I don't know, I think that's news. That's kind of crazy. How many breweries even have a CEO? That's, a testament in itself. So Anyway, Culture Brewing is also opening up an LA spot, which I think is super dope. I only a couple of breweries like Border X have opened satellite tasting rooms in Los Angeles. This one is going to be in Manhattan Beach, which I think is kind of cool. So, yeah, if you happen to go to LA, which I mean, I don't know why you would. Why would you ever leave San Diego to go to LA? That's like ridiculous. But check them out. And I mean, obviously, we had Franny from the LA Brewers Guild on last week, and you know, Los Angeles is kind of a weird county right now with a lot of the exemptions, or like not having as many exemptions for the pandemic as every single other county in California. So yeah, I don't know, maybe an LA road trip to get some takeout stuff is ready to, you know, might be a good idea. So consider that once Culture opens up there. Also, I mean, as an alumni of San Diego City Beat, I almost am like hesitant to even mention this, but City Beat isn't even a thing anymore. So our old rivals, the San Diego Reader, they are still alive, so good for them. And they are running their Best of Awards right now. So I know that there are some categories for drinking and dining. Please do go to the San Diego Reader website and vote for some of your favorite beer spots, because I'm sure everybody could really use a little bit of love right now. I am going to read this just because I want to make sure I get all the details right. But obviously in the last couple of days, I mean, you know, we're in September now. And as of August 31st, so this Monday, breweries are like kind of open now. I mean, it sounds like it's 25% capacity or 100 people, whichever is fewer. And you still have to order food with the purchase of alcohol. So it sounds like if the next 3 weeks or so go well, then they're going to start reassessing and rolling out looser restrictions for on-premise consumption of alcohol and food. So I guess if you are like super keen to get out there and start drinking outside of your house, I sort of can't blame you. Please do it super responsibly. Keep your mask on. If you stand up to go to the bathroom, please put it back on. Like, just be super duper respectful so that we can actually, like, not continue doing this yo-yo of open, close, because it's just not good for anybody. It's not good for businesses. So, please do try to keep that in mind. But if you are out spending money, it would be great if you helped out the San Diego Brewers Guild by going to sdbeer.com and checking out the new merch collection of America's Finest Beer. You know, there's masks and new t-shirts and a bunch of new, like, cool swag, and every dollar that you spend there does go directly into the local independent craft beer community here in San Diego. So if you are able to you know, toss a couple bucks that way and still get some merch in return, that would be very awesome. And everybody at the Brewers Guild and the San Diego beer community at large, I'm sure, would very much appreciate it. So once again, that is sdbeer.com. Please check that out. And I'm about to bring on Northern Pine. They are our first guest, but just a reminder, this is interactive. If you have a question or comment for me or whoever I'm talking to, please do feel free to comment, you know, type that in below. I, again, always have a bunch of random people requesting to be on here. So I don't know. That's just like a weird thing, but anyway, we will see if Northern Pine is ready to go. Oh, and real quick, future guests, so basically New English, Craft Coast, and Miho, if you are on a desktop, please do sign off and start watching this on your phone, because I won't be able to add you if you are on a desktop. And that is all that I have with that. So without any further ado, let's bring on Pine and see what is happening in Oceanside. Hello, friends.
What up?
How's it going, you guys?
Pretty good. Good. How are you?
I'm excellent. Could you guys do a quick intro of who you are and kind of, I mean, maybe give us a tour? It looks like you guys are on site.
Yeah. So my name is Bobby Parsons. I'm one of the owners and chief brewing officer, and I'm Chad, one of the brewers here at Northern Pine.
Awesome. So you guys are working, like, you're on site. Like, what's the deal with today? Like, are you guys, like, people can drink there? Like, what's happening?
Unfortunately, no, we're not open for the public today. It was just a cellar day.
Mm-hmm.
Our normal hours right now during the COVID situation is Thursday through Sunday from noon till 8.
Cool.
Obviously, we have the food component here, so we'll have that there for you.
Yeah, so talk to me about the food component because not all breweries had that food component. So you guys, I am assuming it was a little bit easier to kind of stay a little bit open and get stuff to go. Talk to me about that partnership that you have with the restaurant sharing that same space.
Yeah, so it's pretty similar to what it was prior to the shutdown. It's definitely good barbecue, and basically we do a $5 upcharge on our tab, and then that gives you basically a gift certificate, which you take over to the food counter and pulls off your tab there, your purchase there.
Awesome. I have to ask, little background. I am like a crazy barbecue snob. I'm from the South. I feel like when I first moved to San Diego 12 years ago, there was no good barbecue. I've eaten at that spot and had your beer, and I'm like, this is literally nirvana. Like, it's great beer, it's great barbecue. What is your go-to like pairing for your beer and the barbecue that you've got?
Well, that's a tough one.
I know.
Food, right?
Yeah, it really depends on the mood. Most of our beers pair well with a lot of their different menu items, so it really does depend on the mood.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to single one out.
If I do like the Frito pie or something, I think I always pair it with an IPA.
Yeah.
Something with the cheese and then the chili that they put on there, it just goes really well. But if I'm doing like more of the meats, probably do a porter or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, solid answers, and really there was no wrong answer there because barbecue and beer, I won't say is better than pizza and beer, but it's definitely it might be better. I can't say that, so I don't know.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, top 5. Definitely top 5. So talk to me about some of the beers that you guys have available right now for people.
So our whole lineup right now, we have a pretty good wide range. We got a lot of classic styles that people can just run home to and enjoy forever. It's like an amber. We got a nice rye porter. We got a traditional cream ale. We got 2 pale ales, a few IPAs, very traditional saison in my opinion. We have a beautiful looking kettle sour and delicious tasting. Yes, there it is.
Kettle sour.
It's got blackberries and blueberries in it. It's a house favorite right now. Everyone's crushing them, especially because it's been a little hot. It's a bit of I call it like a little bit of an intro goza because it's not a total tart bomb, but it's so delicious. So we're putting them in 4-pack cans right now to go, and we also have the 16-ounce Golden Horizons IPA to go as well.
Mm-hmm.
So all of them are available right now, in-house and also to take away.
So I can come get that saison because I mean I kept listening, but I kind of stopped listening once you said saison because I'm like, let's talk about that because I feel like a couple of times I've been there, you guys have almost always had a saison. Like it's not that bananas for you guys to have it.
Right, it's one of our flagship beers, so we try to always keep that one on tap forever. The only time we wouldn't is if we ran out.
Production reasons would be the only reason, but we try to keep that on.
Which I love because I feel like that and brown ales are literally the best to pair with anything. Like they go with dessert, they go with meat, they go with salad, like whatever. And I just feel like they're perfect middle of the road. Like really I consider saison to be like an entry level or like entryway beer, like a gateway beer for people who maybe aren't quite ready for a crazy IPA or even a kettle sour if that's not their thing. I love that.
Prior to the kettle sour being added to our menu, that was definitely our gateway beer. If you have a couple come in and one person's like, "Oh, I'm not a beer drinker," or "Oh, I'm a wine drinker," all right, well we have this for you. This is definitely right up your alley, and 9 times out of 10 they love it. And
oh yeah, definitely.
For more.
Definitely. Well, and I mean, Oceanside is kind of an interesting spot for food and drink. I mean, it's kind of had this renaissance over the last couple of years where there's like a lot of solid places to eat, a lot of solid places to drink, but like it's still kind of beachy, I suppose. But I mean, the fact that you guys have like a rye porter and a saison and this kind of stuff, I feel like that's not like super typical or like super obvious for people who might be just like visiting or aren't like super into beer? I mean, that's kind of a impressive range for your portfolio.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, personally, I'm an IPA head, but I have 12 beers on tap right now, and 3 of them are IPAs. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a testament to the fact that we want to have a wide variety. We want to make sure that there's something palatable for any customer that comes in here.
So are you going to be doing a hard seltzer?
Not anything planned at the moment.
You guys are really making me love you because you're not going to do a hard seltzer and you have a Saison all the time. And I'm just like, you're doing everything the opposite of what everybody else is doing. And I am here for it. So keep up the great work.
Oh, thank you.
Well, how have things been going for you? I mean, like, did operation have to slow down at all? Or, I mean, have you guys kind of just been able to keep doing what you're doing? Like, how is the community, like, around you? I imagine it's probably a pretty tight-knit kind of oceanside beer community. How has it been going for you over the last couple of weeks and months?
The last couple of weeks have been great. So the initial shutdown, we shut down back in March with everybody else. So we were shut down all the way through June. We opened up just during the weekends for the 3 or 4 weeks in June, and then got shut down again in July. So it's been a roller coaster, but now that we're back up on 4 days a week, and we haven't implemented anything indoors yet, so we're still just doing outdoor seating.
Yeah.
We've set up a beautiful patio. Shout out to Ann, owner. She killed it with all the look and all the tables and the umbrellas we got. It's very inviting, and we're super stoked to have that space right now for everybody to come and sit down, because it wasn't there before. We always envisioned like this patio, and now it's under unfortunate circumstances it's happening. So it's a very cool thing to see.
Taking these opportunities to create little blessings, and ever since the reopening, it's been pretty great. We've been very happy with the outcome so far.
Awesome. Yeah, because I mean that was really going to be my question. I know that you guys have that huge, like, open window. Like, it kind of seems indoor outdoor, but I guess speaking technically not really. But you have that great parking lot, so I'm glad to hear that you were able to utilize that to really keep things going. I'm sure that made a lot of difference. So you said you have 12 beers on right now. Is it all, like, you have a couple of cans, but is it mostly growlers, crowlers? Like, what's the packaging situation that people can expect?
So we have a crowler machine. It's a 32 ounce. So you can fit anything. You can fill it up with anything you'd like that we have available. And then we have prepackaged 4-pack 16 ounce cans, which is only the Golden Horizons IPA and then the Gooseberries Kettle Sour.
Cool.
But we also have brand new merch by Mirror. It's these awesome, like, insulated big growlers, and we got little 16 ounce koozie like Mirror insulated ones that screw off the top, and we have Bobby's gonna go grab one.
Nice.
Like stainless steel cups, and obviously we can fill all of those as well with the growlers, and then we have the traditional glass growlers as well.
Awesome.
Check these things out. They're
So
so
this is
cool.
this is the stainless steel.
Oh,
Mirror
hell
growler.
yeah.
And look at this handle. Right?
It's got the
Oh,
handle
yeah.
there. And
I
then
love it.
This is the stainless steel koozie. So it's legit a koozie.
Yeah.
Pop the beer in and out.
Oh, yeah. Fine. I'll drive to Oceanside. I'll come see you guys and buy everything if I have to.
So I had this out the other day, and it was during the heat wave. It would burn my hand, the outside of it. Beer, ice cold inside all day long.
That's
Or as
amazing.
long as it took me to drink the beer, but
Well, exactly. So, I am having an awesome time checking in with you guys, but we do have to keep things rolling and check with new. So real quick, where can people keep up with everything that's happening in Northern Pine?
Instagram, just northernpinebrewing.com. We got our website. We have Facebook. If you just search Northern Pine Brewing, we will pop up. And then all of us individually, we all promo our same breweries nerdiness, so you can find us all on there. We're pretty big on the Instagram and Facebook, so.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for checking in with us. It was great to see you guys and hear what's going on. And yeah, see you soon for that Saison, I guess. Like, no problem.
Sure. And we are nominated in that SD Beer or SD Reader best
So, folks.
brewery and best tap selection in North County. So get
Oh,
out there and vote. The links are in our Instagram.
there you go. We'll find him on Instagram. Well, thanks so much, you guys. Cheers, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for having
Cheers.
us.
All right. That was, oh my gosh, I like can't actually leave you guys. This is so crazy. I can't kick you guys off actually, so I'm just gonna see. I know. I'm like, there's like an option to just end the live stream, but it's not giving me the little X to like get rid of you. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wait, let me try this. Bye.
All right, bye. All right, that worked. Weird. That, I swear, every week there's some sort of different technological thing, but I don't know. Whatever. We're heading out to New English now, and I am very psyched to hear about their big patio. So, hello. Can you hear me? Okay. Ooh, I think you're a little bit frozen. Are we catching up? Oh, there we go. Does that work? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I think. All right.
Hello.
Nice to see you. Could you just introduce yourself quickly before we jump into everything?
Super breaking up.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Sure. I'm Simon. I'm the owner and brewmaster.
Of New English? Awesome. Well, it looks like you are in the middle of your, awesome new patio. Could we maybe do like a tour? Because I've only seen pictures of it, but it looks insane.
Okay, well, let's try that. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. I think it's working for me.
Okay. So what do we got here?
Oh my gosh.
Some guys are putting in some audio video stuff outside. I'm not very good with the selfie thing, so you can see our shuffleboard court right there.
Nice.
And if I turn around, I was just sitting on the edge of a fire pit a second ago. There's a fire pit.
Oh my gosh.
Background. Some pretty cool furniture out here.
Totally.
It's our new roll-up garage doors. This one's open. We're doing a little bit of touch-up painting and getting ready to open the barrel room again so that we can serve people inside. This week, starting hopefully Friday. Some green space over here. Some more furniture.
That's a full makeover style. That's not like you threw a couple pop-ups in the parking lot and called it a day. Like, that's completely different than what it was.
Check out that wild mural.
That's insane.
Can you see that?
Yeah. Like, it's been a while since I've stopped by. I would say it was probably like last summer. And I'm just like, that's it. I wouldn't have even recognized it. Like, that's completely different than the way that it used to be.
Well, our building got sold about 2 years ago, and the new landlord, the new owners, basically have done all of this.
Yeah.
So, and they want the brewery to be kind of the center of their campus, or at least to anchor this amenity space that they've built for the tenants. And so that's kind of why they did all that, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, that makes sense because you guys are in Sorrento Valley, so I imagine that COVID probably affected you in kind of an interesting way. Similar to like Gravity Heights, where you had a lot of, I imagine, like corporate people coming by after work, like coming from offices, and I'm sure that had to have been like massively disrupted by this whole thing.
Yeah, it basically, I mean, with everybody staying home, working from home, most of the people that are our regular customers are, office dwellers who work nearby. Qualcomm, a lot of the bioscience companies here in the valley and in the Mesa and up on in La Jolla area, UCSD, things like that. So yeah, those guys pretty much all staying home. But we're starting to see, now that we have this space, and now that since we've been open out here, we've started to see a lot more people coming out and enjoying the outdoor space. So.
Definitely. Well, and I'm hoping that, these latest loosening of restrictions that took effect on Monday, I mean, I think it's, hopefully going to start churning towards positive evolution during this whole pandemic that's been just so disruptive, especially for places like you. I mean, so many breweries are located in, industrial places, but you guys are like right in the heart of it. So I'm glad to hear that it's starting to kind of pick up again.
I'm going to sit over here where the signal seems to be good enough to keep this stream up. I was going to show you the barrel room, but so like you were saying, we're hoping that the changes that just came down at the end of last week will help, especially as the weather becomes inclement, as it does at this, eventually it's going to start being cold. And people will want to shelter inside. But like I said, we have the fire pit and we have some patio heaters, so we'll try and keep it as pleasant as possible for as long as possible.
I love that you're like, it's going to start to get cold. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it'll probably get to like 67. Like,
Yeah.
And everybody else in the world is just like, shut up. But
we're a bit spoiled. What can I say?
Oh, fine, but yeah, no, I'm right there with you. Anything over 78 and below 72, I'm just like, no, I'm not interested. Like,
Yeah, we were whining about it being too hot a couple of weeks ago. So.
Yeah, we did have a comment that says you bear a resemblance to Morrissey, which I have to agree with, and it's not just the accent. So.
No way.
You don't think so?
I think Morrissey's got more hair than I do. I haven't seen him lately, though. I must admit, he's older than I am. So.
Well, and it turns out he's kind of a jackass, so that's kind of a bummer, you know.
I didn't. Yeah, well, it was never my choice in the first place. So.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Too depressing.
Well, I guess
all these songs are like, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm having a shit life. Blah blah blah. You know. So.
Right. You know, meat is murder, and I'm like, I mean, it sort of is, but like, just have a beer and just just maybe take a chill pill, Morrissey. Well, what are you drinking?
Oh. I'm having our Por Favor pills, our lightest beer, a little Mexican pills in action.
Nice.
So it's only 3:30, and it's kind of warm out here right now, so
yeah,
it tastes pretty good.
Yeah, and this weekend is going to be like primo Pilsner weather apparently, because I was looking at the it's not going to be great this weekend, but crack a Pilsner, you will be good. We'll make it through it. But I mean, I feel like New English has been around. Oh, did you freeze on me? Oh, I think we froze again. We're having trouble with you, and you're right in the middle of all those tech places. I would have thought there'd be like super duper good Wi-Fi, but I guess maybe not. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see if we can get him back. I don't know. Yeah, this is. Thing about that. Oh, he left. Well, that is a shame, but we were kind of having trouble the whole time, so we might just need to check in with him another time. But yes, I agree. Just like a quick monologue on behalf of New English, they are definitely one of the best breweries in San Diego, and I would say one of the like least known for people who aren't like pretty into the whole craft beer scene. Yeah, Zumbar, definitely top 3 stout in San Diego. I mean, their stuff is all freaking insanely good. So if you haven't checked out their spot, which looks amazing. If you haven't checked out their spot in Sorrento Valley, please do, because it looks awesome. And I mean, the last time I was there, it was just like regular old, industrial tap room that just happened to have a bunch of kick-ass beers on draft. And so I'm so sorry. This is like a really burpy beer today. I'm like kind of embarrassed, but thanks for bearing with me, you guys. Yeah, I mean, the last time I was there was nothing outside. So that's like a huge motivator for me to go back and check it out. And like you'll see if you go in there, they've got medals galore. I mean, they have been in the game for like way longer than a lot of other San Diego breweries. And like, I don't know, they just don't market themselves or something. But if you don't know New English, if you haven't been New English, you should definitely go, wear your mask, be respectful. I love those guys. So we'll check in with them another time, but we're going to move things right along, and we are going to see if the folks over at Craft Coast and Tacos are ready. I really hope they are, because I know that Blake was having some questions about how to join, and I actually don't see that he is on here. So, I don't know. We might need to. I saw that Miho was on here earlier. I appreciate everybody bearing with me while I take a scroll through who is watching and who I can add, because it looks like Miho is not on here right now, and neither is Craft Coast and Tacos. So let me check. Got my email right here really quick, and it looks like Blake is not on. He didn't tell me that he's having any trouble. And I really want to talk to the Craft Coast people, because they just opened and it looks so awesome. So I just saw that Miho jumped back on, And I might ask you, okay, if you don't mind, Mijo, I'm going to add you a little bit early and we'll see if Craft Coast and Tacos jumps on. But yeah, we are having a little bit of technical difficulty, but I think I should be able to add you right now. And then you just might have to remove yourself, but that's okay. We'll cross that bridge. Hi.
Hi.
We figured it out. I thank you so much for being flexible and hopping on a little bit earlier than anticipated. Sometimes it happens, so.
No worries.
Awesome. Well, could you do a quick intro of who you are and a little bit about Mijo?
Should I get my beer first?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Obviously, yes.
Okay.
Like, please,
Okay.
please,
I
please.
was gonna save it till 3:40, but let me grab it real quick.
Yeah. Now's good. Now's good. So yeah, I can't be drinking alone. That would be like totally ridiculous. And also just like another day in the life. So embarrassing. I love all of the positivity in the comments, and I appreciate everybody bearing with us as we do a couple like shifts.
Cool.
All right, what you got? What are we drinking? Oh yeah, I mean fall, obviously one of the best. So it's an excellent.
It's hard not to. They're like 10 blocks that way. So
I lived right by the water tower for 10 years, and it does make me sad that I moved a little bit away from that, so I can't walk to fall anymore, but I mean, I guess I'll live. It's fine.
yeah, it's a nice walk or a bike ride over there.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, it's a hot day. Let's drink some light beer. So now I'm ready for your intro. Let's hear all about you.
My name is Juan Miron. I'm the co-founder of Mijo Catering Company. We launched in 2010 as Mijo Gastro Truck. We were the third food truck in San Diego. Before that, my partner and I met at a restaurant called The Linkery from back in the day. One of the first places to serve farm to table and to get into the craft beer scene. And so we met there in 2008. At the time, we were doing these underground beer dinners at my house in North Park. It was a craftsman house with we would
freezing again.
What's that? You lost me? Can you hear me?
Oh, wait, I think we're back. Okay. So last I heard was it was a craftsman house, and you were doing underground.
So we basically turned my house into this pop-up dinner. We used to do it every quarterly, and it was beer centric. So we would do 4 or 5 beer pairings, and we would get these special kegs and have like a little happy hour in the back, and then people would come in, they sit down, and they would experience this multi-course dinner prepared by us and our significant others. And that was our creative outlet while we worked in the restaurant. We worked in the front of house, and then eventually we found out about the movement of food trucks happening. So we jumped right into that, and we launched in 2010. And then ever since the beginning, people were also asking us to cater. So we started focusing more on the experience of catering that was dear to our hearts, of creating these memorable experiences focusing around food, service, music, style, design. And in 2013, we transitioned to a full-scale catering company. And so we do mostly weddings, and then we do a lot of corporate events, and a lot of social gatherings, from anything small, from like an intimate 4-person dinner at someone's house to big employee appreciation company parties for over 2,000 people. And we service all of Southern California. So we'll go all the way up to Santa Barbara. And then during September, October, November, we work a lot in the desert. So Palm Springs, Joshua Tree, that whole area. But yeah, San Diego is our home and base. And yeah, so that's a little bit about myself. My partner's name is Kevin Ho, and yeah, we just celebrated our 10-year anniversary this year.
So kind of random, before I wrote about beer, I was a food blogger, and I was for some reason like really obsessed with food trucks. So I vividly remember when you guys first came around, because I feel like you guys kind of kicked off really a bit like food trucks got huge for a little while and they've kind of like rolled back. Like it's not as big of a thing anymore. I used to go to the like food truck gatherings at like 57 degrees or that thing at the end of Washington Street. And yeah, I mean, I just feel like you guys have been such a staple in the like food and drink community for such a long time and such a supporter of San Diego beer as well. I mean, you guys have, like, I've seen the truck outside breweries. I've seen, you know, I've been to beer dinners that have been catered and stuff like that. So talk a little bit about the, like the relationship with the business and even yourself, like just getting into beer and having that overlap.
Yeah, so when we worked at the Linkery, we met, it was in 2008, 2009, we met a lot of brewers who used to come there. We had cask beer. We built a lot of relationships. So when we launched, it was really easy to connect with brewers like Colby, Chandler over at Ballast Point. He invited us to Home Brew Mart, so we served a lot there. Sam, Seamus, owner of Whistle Stop, we parked there every Friday, and we called it the Homie Hour. We were
That's right.
Yeah,
oh my God.
every Friday.
This is like
best.
really bringing me back.
Yeah. We did Livewire outside his other spot too. And yeah, I mean, we did a lot of breweries, and we met Paige at the Linkery as well. And so a lot of good relationships have come about with beer. People love beer. It's a great way to pair food. And it's dear to our heart because that's kind of the inception of what led us to start our own business, was creating these underground beer dinners. And so we've been a big fan. We've seen the whole evolution, and we're very excited to be working or collaborating with the Brewers Guild for this upcoming event.
So tell me about this upcoming event. Perfect segue.
Yeah. So we are doing a beer series with the Brewers Guild, and we're kicking it off with Second Chance is involved, Pure Project, Society, Lost Abbey, and Virgin. And what we're doing is we have this really amazing program called Concord, which brings people together in this new COVID age, where for this event, guests will be able to buy their tickets, which includes the beer pairing. So we're making all the food in-house, and then they get the beer, and we will deliver it to their homes. So people can have all these meals together. So like if you're hanging out, you know, and you want to have a virtual hangout with your friend who is across town. So it'll be this 4-part series, and the culmination will be November 7th with Virgin. And we have some other surprises and things that we're working on yet, so we can't really disclose all the details.
Cool.
But in this time, I think most people just want to, you know, they want to get back to what they knew before. And beer always brings people together. Food always brings people together. And this is a way of, you know, still celebrating what San Diego is known for with beer, with good food. And I know that, you know, the supporters really are looking for an opportunity to just go back to enjoying those moments. And we're really, you know, we have our great food, our great logistics, and our great service and team ready to be able to continue delivering that experience in a new age way. Yeah.
So where can people like get tickets and sign up for this?
They can go to sdbeer.com.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah. So they can get tickets and they can get all the information there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, where can people keep up with everything that Miho is doing, like social media or newsletter or anything like that?
They can go to our website, which is mihocateringco.com. They can follow us on Instagram, same handle, Miho Catering Co. And then you can sign up for our newsletter. Check out our blog also, our LinkedIn, if you want to find out more about who we are as a company. And they can just follow us on our Instagram feed is pretty fun. It's pretty diverse. It showcases all the different experiences that we do, whether it's weddings, whether it's someone's shower, or big corporate events that we've done.
Awesome. Well, we will definitely be keeping a close eye on that. I appreciate you giving us all the info. Enjoy the rest of that beer. And I am going to ask you to kick yourself off because for some reason I can't.
Yeah, I couldn't join, but somehow I was able.
I don't know. But thank you so much for joining us. And cheers for now.
How do I kick myself off?
Oh, I don't know. Is there like a little X for you to leave? I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye. Cheers. Everybody is just so gracious and so helpful in figuring out these little technical hiccups and things like that. So thank goodness Craft Coast is ready. We're going to talk to you. I'm so excited. We're just... What's up, dude?
What up?
So thank you for doing a little switcheroo. We got Miho on there first, so no problem.
Yeah, thank you. Had a little trouble figuring out where to go, but we're good.
That's
we're
okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I don't know how much of this you've caught. Oh, also, does it sound like you hear the echo of my voice?
No.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna pretend like I don't either and just move through it. But okay. Yeah, we had some weird technical difficulties this week, but anyway, we'll move past it. Why don't you give our viewers an intro of who you are and where you are?
Yeah, Blake Masoner. Just opened up Craft Coast Brewing Company in Oceanside, California. We're specializing in house-made beers and handmade, authentic TJ style tacos. Super stoked on the birria and the al pastor. All the tortillas are made fresh in-house. Al pastor comes off the rotisserie. It's pretty rad. Pairs well with some of the beers we're doing. We're excited to finally be open. Definitely was a journey, but we're here and we made it happen.
Yes. Tell me about that journey. I'm going to try to keep my questions very short because apparently everybody else is on the show. So talk to me about the evolution of how this project happened.
Yeah, so basically it's been in the works for a couple years. Wasn't extremely serious about it at first. It was just more of like a dream and an idea. I have two business partners, Brian Gillen and Lars Erickson. We grew up together since kindergarten. We've been buddies forever. We started homebrewing in their garage in Leucadia. I moved down there a few months later, and we homebrewed every weekend. Started talking about concepts and the idea. We were super hyped on like beer and tacos, and there wasn't really anyone doing it, and especially there wasn't anyone doing it in North County. So we kind of saw a spot, and we knew that we wanted to be right by the beach. We didn't want to do the production thing. Brew pub was more the way we wanted to go. And so while I was at Pizza Port, I had like a pretty bad injury off the side from riding dirt bikes. And after that, that's what kind of kick-started everything. It's like, all right, you only live once, you might as well go for it. So we came up with Craft Coast, and we partnered up with some cool people and got a big backing of investors and support. We built out starting in February of this year and just finished and opened on Friday. So it's super rad. And yeah, I mean, basically the only good part that came about the whole COVID thing was we got to build out, that we just got to focus on putting all of the touches and doing every single thing that we wanted to do, and even going a little bit extra. So that was nice. And now that we're open, being able to have a big outdoor patio that's already built into the space, and now we could do a little bit of indoor dining. It's been great. It's been insane, actually. So
Yeah.
We're literally in the heart of downtown Oceanside. The train goes by, you can't hear anything. People come by on Harleys and motorcycles, and we had a big lowrider gang come by on the weekend. It was pretty sick. So yeah, it's been cool.
Hey man, Oceanside is a unique place. So I love that. I mean, we were talking to Northern Pine. I mean, there's been such a renaissance of Oceanside over the last 7 years or something. I
Yeah,
mean, Oceanside's the place to be.
yeah, it's been I mean, I grew up here since I was a kid. I'm from North County.
Mm-hmm.
Oceanside was kind of the place that was rugged and almost a little bit scary, and your
Mm-hmm.
parents didn't want you to go down to the pier and hang out and go to the beach because that's where the trouble happened. But
But the fun
I'd
too,
say
right?
the last 5 years was a complete change. Huge hotels, new businesses. I think it's pretty rad. A lot of really cool restaurants and bars are popping up, and the food up
Totally.
here is amazing. The scene's
Yeah.
amazing, and we wanted to be a part of this area. A few other spots have kind of already had their run of good businesses and cool people and cool breweries. So we looked at Oceanside like, hey, why not go there? We know everyone here. We have friends and family here. We could jump into a new kind of up and coming boom. So it's been great. It's really fun being right on Mission Avenue too, because it's really, you get the hustle and bustle. While we were building out, people were just nonstop asking questions and when are you opening? When are you going to do this? What's even coming here? And we kind of kept it quiet and didn't really post anything or try and do too much hyping up. And we just opened up on Friday. We put a post out last Monday. We said
Mm-hmm.
Friday's the day, and it was rad. A bunch of people came out, and it was super
Oh
fun
yeah,
to see
I saw
everybody.
the pictures. It was crazy. I was just
Yeah.
like, this. I felt like it took me by surprise. I had no idea, and then there was a line out the door, and I was just like, oh my god, what am I missing out on? So, I mean, it seems like the reception has been very positive so far.
Oh, yeah, it's been great. I mean, we expected to have, the support of people who are the closest to us, our friends and our family. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't think it would be as good as we did this weekend.
Nice.
Luckily, we were able to adapt quickly. And I guess for the people who had to wait a long time in line, we tried to apologize to them and make it right. And then once they ate the food, they're like, oh, it was worth
Yeah,
the
it's
wait.
fine.
Once they drank the beer, they're like, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
So it was a fun weekend. A lot of work and a lot of man hours, but it was super rad. I did not expect that it would go that well and we'd have that much. So it was sick. So.
Well, that is a pleasant surprise to hear.
Yeah.
So, well, what are some of the beers that you have available right now?
So right now we have 3 house beers. We have a Mexican lager called Agua Baja, which is right here.
Nice.
We pour it in these cool Pilsner glasses.
I like
We
that.
have a blonde that I brewed with local honey that I picked up from Temecula. It's really cool. It's 5%, super crisp. Got a little bit of the honey on the aroma, and then on the back end, it just finishes out nice and just a touch of sweetness, but mainly like dry and crisp. That one's kind of like my sneaky favorite. And then we have a IPA that's brewed with 100% Mosaic. So yeah, it's good. I mean,
a Mosaic IPA. It's kind of a slam dunk beer.
yeah, why not? So yeah, it's been awesome. And then in addition to our beers, we have 6 guest beers of various kind and a couple wines and some Mexican bottled soda. So we kind of have something for everybody. The goal with the draft list here is constant rotation, whether that's our beer or guest beer. We're not looking to get stuck into a couple core beers for us. We're mainly looking for new and changing and evolving and rotating to kind of keep it fresh and keep it fun, so that when you're coming for a good taco, you're also going to be able to get a new beer. So I have some stuff lined up with breweries that aren't from San Diego, bringing their beer in just kind of doing that buddy exchange thing. So I think you can expect some beer that really doesn't come to San Diego, and if it does, it's only at the couple spots where you go to get beer from out of towners. So definitely looking forward to having a really cool guest list, and then to constantly add and change and rotate our beers in there as well.
Nice.
So,
nice. Well,
yeah.
where can people keep up with everything that's going on?
Right now, basically Instagram is the best spot for us. That's where all of our updates come through. That's where we're posting stuff, trying to update our hours. So Instagram right now is the first spot, and then our website's also live. It's craftcoast.co. It's a CO website, so
I made
that's
that
been a little
mistake,
tricky. Yeah, we got it figured out though. So
okay,
I
good.
got the email.
Finally, yeah.
So yeah, on our website you could get our menu, our merchandise, and our beer. They're always on there live, as well as cool little snippets and videos and edits and cuts. So yeah, those two streams, those two avenues are our best. We're definitely trying to use Instagram more as a platform to get the word out and post hours and new changes. And at this point, we've just been so busy where it's like we're just trying to manage the people we have with the amount of people we're trying to serve right now. So we've been a little lackluster on the social medias and stuff, but there's cool stuff in the works for sure.
Nice. Well, I am super psyched for you. I am super psyched to come check it out. And I don't know. Good luck until next time. I'm gonna try and eat like 100 tacos and drink 10 beers. So get ready for that.
Yeah, for sure. When you come here, the tacos, you'll get 2, and then you'll go back for 2, and then you'll go back for 2 more.
Story of my life. Story of my life. I love it.
But why not? It's tacos. Eat as many as you can. That's my goal.
That is also my goal. So it was so good to see you. I am so psyched for you. I cannot wait to come check it out. And now I need you to kick yourself off the live stream so I can finish.
Okay. Thank you so much. Nice to see you. We'll see you
Nice
soon.
to see you.
Bye.
All right. Okay. Oh my gosh. Everybody has been so accommodating. I love everybody this week so much. I'm so excited. Oh, also Estella, I don't know if you saw, but I am wearing your Harris shirt and I'm very excited about that. So he did talk about the tacos that they have. Go ahead and check out their website. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a great note to end on. Like, oh, we just opened during COVID and we're kicking ass. I'm kind of like, yeah, that's freaking sweet. Like, good for you. I'm super excited about that. Beer and tacos, I mean, is there anything more San Diego than that? No, there's not. So on that note, we are going to end. And thank you so much for checking in. If you have any questions, please do email the Brewers Guild at info@sdbeer.com. Be sure to check out the merch while you're on the website, sdbeer.com. My name is Beth Demon. I do this every single week on behalf of the San Diego Brewers Guild, Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Next week, I think we actually already have some people lined up, but I'm not going to tell you who they are because we're just going to talk about it later once we get everybody nailed down. If you would like to find me on Instagram, I am at The Delighted Bite. And until next time, thank you everybody for joining us, for bearing with us, and for staying tuned. Stay cool this weekend. It's going to be absolutely the worst hellscape ever, so grab a Pilsner and call it a day. But until next week, cheers. Thanks so much, everybody. Happy September.